Welcome to Extra Time with the England B Team podcast, and on today's episode we'll build our all-time Bayer Leverkusen 11.
This is a fun one. I'm excited for this one.
A bit more from my lifetime and
Controversy.
very much from the lifetime. So
Yeah.
Bayer Leverkusen fans, I apologise in advance. I'm a bit more new to the club than Gareth is, and definitely some bit newer than you guys, but
it's understandable as well. Like, I will say, if touch wood 1,000 times, if Leverkusen manage to win the Bundesliga this year, this team will be very different.
true.
A lot of my lads will be replaced. Yeah, automatically they will go into that team. Yeah. But for now, I'm going to assume, like we always do as Leverkusen fans, that we're going to fuck it up at the last minute. So none of them have made it into my team yet.
Okay, but yeah,
right.
Who's your goalkeeper?
Have we agreed on? Oh, we haven't agreed on this. No way.
I was considering. I've seen who you put. So maybe you want to.
I went with Rüdiger Vollborn.
Yeah,
for two reasons.
I get it.
One, all-time appearance maker, and two, the only player that did win both trophies. So the 88 UEFA Cup and the 93 German Cup, the only player that managed both. Leverkusen have had a good tradition of goalkeepers. Hans-Jörg Butt was an honourable mention for me.
Leno as well.
Yeah. Who do you go with?
Adler. I went for Hradecky.
Okay, I will say, if Leverkusen win something, that'll be an automatic choice for me.
Yeah.
Hradecky goes straight in as captain.
I was also considering Adler. I do remember a lot of Adler.
Rene Adler was good.
And, but Hradecky,
I think that's very respectable, to be fair.
Reliable for a number of years now, especially this season. He's really stepped up.
Yeah, he's been great.
Yeah,
he's had a real resurgence this year. No, fair play. I was very tempted myself to get that one.
I think we've got quite different formations.
Yeah. Okay. The only thing with Leverkusen is I've struggled with fullbacks a little bit.
I did force in fullbacks, so that's probably why I'm going with my right back.
Yeah.
I went for Danny Carvajal.
Oh wow. Okay.
Leverkusen. Okay, yeah, one season on loan, but as an actual right back throughout history, he's been very, very good.
Was a good player.
The other right backs I remembered, pretty Mitchell Witzer.
Yeah.
But I think Carvajal, okay, in that one season, like.
But if they do manage it this year, would Jeremy Frimpong make it in?
Putting him at right back is quite tough though. Cause
he's a wing back, isn't he? Yeah.
He's played ridiculously hard. You could force him in as a right back in this.
Yeah, and a four.
Yeah.
You went with the back four?
Yeah, four. It's a bit tricky. But I went with Danny Carvajal.
Okay, well, if you've went with the back four, let me hear your full back four, because I have a different formation. So
I think probably agree on this one. My one centre back is Lucio.
Yeah. Monster.
Yeah,
monster.
I remember him more probably from his Inter Milan days.
Won the treble with Inter Milan as well.
Yeah, like incredible defender.
Absolutely.
Did he also win 2002 World Cup in Brazil? I think
he would. Yeah, he would have scored in the 2003 Champions League final for Leverkusen as well.
Really solid player.
Yeah, great player.
And the centre back next to him, Jonathan Tah.
Yeah.
Of course, this season is really, really playing at a high level.
Stepped up.
But he's already played over 300 games with Leverkusen.
Which is amazing. He's only 27, I think, as well.
Yeah. So he's been a really reliable player over the last years. And the left back, again, I really struggled to find left backs that I really knew.
They have struggled a wee bit, yeah. With
my time following Leverkusen. And based on what happens this season, touch wood, I put Grimaldo left back.
Yeah. I'll agree with that. If they do it this way, they're touching a lot of wood, but here, superstition. Tah would make it into mine as well if they win something this year, and Grimaldo would too.
Yeah, like Grimaldo, the best signing in Europe this summer. Like, incredible. But yeah.
That's a solid back four.
Who are your defenders then?
I went with three at the back. Okay, but I went with three proper defenders. So I put Lucio bang in the middle of that.
Nice.
I think if you're going to play with the back three, Lucio had pace. He read the game well. Yeah. You're safe as houses with Lucio in there. On either side of him, I went with Kirsten and Havertz and Jens Novotny. Now, both the same kind of era, early 2000s, late 90s kind of era, part of that Leverkusen side as well.
I don't know as much about them, but
very well known with Leverkusen. I think Hamelov could play midfield as well. He could drop in the whole midfielder. Proper strong player. I think he got about 48 caps for Germany. Had a great run with them as well. Jens Novotny, similar kind of vibe. Very modern players. They could step into a modern team very easy. Technically very gifted. Read the game well. So I'm happy enough just to put them as a back three.
Okay, I respect that. And can I go over to your midfield?
Yeah, well, I went with three central midfielders.
Okay, me too.
So Lars Bender went in and holding midfield. I struggled with this one. I was thinking of Zeman Holfus instead. He had a great career with Leverkusen, but Lars Bender, he was a captain.
Not Sven Bender.
No, not as good. No. Lars was the man. It was great having them both. They're both still playing as well. But I went with Lars Bender, whole midfield. I think we're both going to agree that Mikael Ballack gets in this team.
Easy.
And I went with Zé Roberto as well to make out that three. I thought it was great at Leverkusen.
I was thinking about Zé Roberto. Also won the World Cup in 2002.
Yeah.
Played for a ridiculous amount of time. Yeah. He played to his 40s, I think.
Yeah, he did well under them,
Also went to Munich afterwards. But I think that's a very strong midfield.
Who'd you get in your midfield?
Okay, so I agree. Michael Ballack, for me, one of my top three favourite players of all time.
Yeah.
Love him. Number 13
He's
is my
automatic,
favourite number. I did go for Simon Rothes.
Nice.
I think he was captain for a while as well.
Yeah.
Reliable over a number of years.
Great player,
yeah. Also played over 300 games, I believe.
Yeah. And in charge of transfers.
Yeah, and I went for probably one of my favourite midfielders of all time. I think he only had one season at Leverkusen. Toni Kroos.
Had a good season at Leverkusen, to be fair.
And obviously what he's gone on to achieve, like...
Yeah.
He's one of the best midfielders ever. Like,
yeah.
Incredible.
I don't think many people will argue with that.
No.
Okay, so...
I've got 3 players left. You've got 4.
Yeah, so I went with a front 4, kind of like left and right wings. Yeah, so right wing Bernd Schneider. I was a big fan of him. They called him the White Brazilian. Technically brilliant.
Madrid as well?
Did he go to Madrid in the end?
Bernd Schuster.
You're thinking of Bernd Schuster.
Yeah.
Bernd Schneider, Leverkusen legend, played there for a very long time, played for Germany. Technically brilliant. They called him the White Brazilian. Superb. Just a brilliant footballer.
Nice, good choice.
And on the other side, maybe slightly controversial, maybe the most controversial on my team, I have him, Rudi Völler. Now, Rudi Völler didn't have his best football at Leverkusen, really. He went there at the end of his career, but it's Rudi Völler.
He's an icon.
Yeah, it's Rudi Völler, so I had to shoehorn him into the team in some kind of way, so I've put him on the left as a forward. He normally played as a part of a 2 with Klinsmann up front, but he was very fluid the way he played at Marseille. He sometimes played in the left, so Rudi Völler on the left.
So you can get him in there. So, maybe I'll then do my 2 wingers and I'll leave my striker for the end. So I went for left wing Florian Wirtz. I could have also had Heung-min Son, especially from my lifetime. Yeah. But I think Wirtz is his genius, and he's going to go down as a Leverkusen legend.
But something happens this year, he's automatically in.
And then for right wing, I would get also one of my favourite players ever, Kai Havertz.
Yeah. I thought about Kai, because to be fair, he did do a lot at Leverkusen. He was, and
from such a young age as well.
He broke a lot of records. And
I do love Kai Havertz.
Yeah.
And again, this is more from what I've seen of the players. Is maybe not the players who were at their best at Leverkusen, or maybe
Havertz could be in there though.
Also really good at Leverkusen.
Florian Wirtz and Kai Havertz are playing together for Germany now. It's beautiful to watch.
True, they are, and they're balling. And so who are your 2 strikers?
I went for 2.
I'll go with my
2 up top then for me. Stefan Kiesling I put in as 1.
Because he was just on the edge of mine.
Yeah, well, second record goal scorer, sorry.
Yeah.
And superb player, big target man. Very loved at the club. Only retired a couple of years ago. He's now on the board as well. Very involved with things still. Great player, but I think he complements, for my opinion, the most automatic choice in this team is Ulf Kirsten.
Yeah,
not a lot of people do know about Ulf. I think outside.
I would have known about him until I started following. Leverkusen.
But Ulf Kirsten at Leverkusen, 240 goals.
That's incredible.
That is obscene.
That's a really.
That's a lot of goals. He played for the former East Germany. True. He played for Dynamo Dresden. Joined after unification. Leverkusen icon. He's actually in the stands quite a lot as well in the games. Yeah,
it's interesting that a lot of the best Leverkusen players were East German. Ballack,
I'd love to do an episode on that someday as well. Yeah. It's fascinating how they sort of took advantage of the unification. But Ulf Kirsten has to win. Great. And 2 good teams.
My striker.
Oh, who have you got?
I'm for Berbatov.
Okay.
I love Berbatov. Is he the 3rd record goal scorer?
He is, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Berbatov played well for Leverkusen. He was really good there.
I couldn't actually remember him. I think me growing up, I remember him more from Tottenham and United.
He was part of the 2002 Championship team as well.
True, yeah,
the treble team.
He was a genius.
Well, not winning the treble, but
best first touch in football history. Incredible.
A couple of those. That one against Fulham brings.
But
that's a good team. I feel like your team is a little bit more of what could have been 11 for Leverkusen as well.
Or what will be.
Yeah, because that is what could have been at Leverkusen.
Yours is definitely more of a... You're also going to please the Leverkusen
keep the boys on side.
A bit more.
Yeah.
But,
okay, do you want to round it up then? Where you go?
Yes, so my Leverkusen all-time combined 11. So I've gone for Lucas Hradecky in goal, Danny Carvajal at right back with centre-backs of Lucio and Jonathan Tah. Left back Alejandro Grimaldo. My central midfielders are Michael Ballack, Simon Rothes, and Toni Kroos, icon. And then my forward line, a bit more controversial. I've gone for Florian Wirtz, Kai Havertz, just behind Dimitar Berbatov, the best first touch in football.
Yeah, when you say it like that, it does sound great.
Yeah.
Okay, well, here's my Bayer Leverkusen all-time 11. In goal, Rüdiger Vollborn, automatic choice, easy. Rudy's straight in. I went for 3 defenders. I'm going with Jens Novotny, Lucio, and Karsten Ramelow. And then 3 midfield. Holding midfield, I've got Lars Bender, captain, the best of the 2 Benders. Mikael Ballack, obviously, walks into any team that he can walk into. And Zé Roberto as the last one. Then I've went for a slightly unorthodox formation at the front. I've went for 2 wingers. On the right, I went with the White Brazilian, Bernd Schneider. And on the left, I've put my Rudi Völler. And up top, A partnership of Little and Large, Stefan Kiesling and Ulf Kirsten.
Solid. Little and large. Good description.
Yeah, love that.
But yeah, let's see what happens after this season.
We will do another one.
Change,
if something happens, we will do another one, and it'll just be the
change.
current team.
Yeah, that's very true.
Great.
But yeah, that was...
Let us know if you have any disagreements or other ideas.
Yeah, of course. I think there'll be definitely some differences with my team.
Mine and all.
But yeah, that was extra time with the England Beauty podcast.
Nice.
Cheerio.